I joined by Billy Horschel, and Billy. When I think about you, you really embrace fatherhood. You really seem very proud of being a dad of three. And what is that like? How much do you enjoy that?
I enjoyed it a lot. I mean, I think having a child, uh, brings you keeps you energized. You know, you teach them lessons about life, but they're teaching you lessons about life as well. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, I know not everyone wants to have kids or desires to have kids, but I've always wanted to have kids and have three kids, two girls and a boy, and I just adore them with my entire life, and they like dad now. But yeah, it's fun. It's so cool to be a father. I think about how I was as a kid growing up with my dad, and the things that my dad did for me, and my parents did for me, and my mom, and everything, and sort of the lessons. Looking back at how they did things, it's sort of you sort of come a full 360.
Well, interesting. Your dad, Billy, like, didn't he tell you like, hey, if you're going to commit to a certain sport, I'm going to support you, but I'm going to push you, right? And isn't that kind of your thought too with your kids?
Yeah, my dad was from my younger brother and I. He was our coaches for a lot of our teams, and uh, I don't know when he said this, but he said this to us. It's like, if you guys want to see how good you guys can be in whatever sport you play, whether it be baseball, football, golf, tennis, whatever sport we decide to play, like I'm gonna do everything I can to allow you to get better, push you, do things, and the minute that you don't want to put in the hard work or do anything more with it, then I'll just back off. But he and my mom really worked hard to give us every opportunity, and they pushed us to achieve whatever we desired in the sport we chose.
And it sounds like your eldest daughter, doesn't she play a little bit of golf from time to time, get out and practice?
Yeah, both my girls hit balls a little bit. My little guy really is the one who's taken to golf. He's taken to every sport, to tell you the truth. My two girls are into cheerleading. My oldest one's they both been doing it for 2 years, but obviously the older one is she's really taken to it. She loves it. She loves to practice, loves to work hard, loves to get better. She's always wanting to do more, and so it's sort of nice. I sort of smile, get a little smile, sly grin thinking about it, because she has that passion, desire. She found that what she loves, and she's doing everything she can to get better in it. So yeah, it sort of makes me proud that she's, at the age of 9, 10 years old, already figured out that she loves cheer, and she's doing everything she can to get better and to improve.
It's got to be fulfilling for a dad like you to see that.
Yeah, I mean, for me, all I want my kids to do is to treat people with respect. Everybody, doesn't matter who you come across, and I want them to, give it their all, whatever that may be. Whether it's in school, give it the best they can. Whatever sport they do, give it their best effort. Really, don't leave anything left on the table. And obviously, they're young, and so when they get older, and we'll have more in-depth conversations. But you don't want to be late in life looking back at things and said, I wish I would have done this better, or given it a better shot, or worked harder at it.
I like how you said that your son is doing everything. I mean, like, how are you containing him? You and Brittany, like, it's just a full house, just a lot going on, huh?
Listen, I'm not home very much, as everyone knows, so um, how my wife is able to keep everything in check with girls doing cheerleading, with my middle one also doing flag football, girls flag football. My little guy's doing basketball, soccer. He wants to do baseball. We've held him off on t-ball. I'm not a big t-ball guy, so he's gonna have to hold off for another year or two until we let him do some baseball stuff.
Well, in fairness, your dad wasn't a big soccer guy, and he didn't let you get into soccer. So, I mean, it kind of comes around in different ways, huh?
Exactly. Like, he'll get into baseball. I just have no desire to go watch 5-year-olds play t-ball. Like, I played baseball starting at the age of 7 when you had coach pitch, and then 7, 8 years old when you had coach pitch. And so I feel like we can wait a little longer, and it's not going to make that much of a difference. But I mean, we go throw the baseball in the yard and everything. We do it with the girls as well, and we're going to do some batting cages here shortly, get them in the batting cage a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things that it's just so cool to see their enthusiasm for sport and the sports that they love.
And just wanted to talk about your golf game before we wrap up here. the pressure of a Sunday on the back nine. What is that like? The adrenaline for you trying to win a PGA Tour event. How do you describe it?
It's everything I've ever wanted. I think when you want to be great in something, doesn't matter what it is, and you have a chance to achieve your dreams and achieve your goals that you have, it's exciting. It's exhilarating, and that's the way I see it. That's the way I like it. I mean, yeah, we're nervous, but it's what I wanted. I want to feel those nerves. I want to have that chance to win a golf tournament on the back nine, and so it really is exhilarating. I get I get so jacked for it. I'm so excited to have that opportunity, because it's just it's tough out here, and you don't get a lot of those opportunities on a regular basis.
How do you manage those excitement? Like you said, you get jacked up. How do you manage all that when you know you got a task at hand?
I think you just you understand the adrenaline's pumping, you're excited, you're loving the moment, you're embracing the moment, and I think you just sort of let it flow. I don't think I try and hold it in at all. I don't try and amplify that at all. I just sort of let it be. I don't let it take over anything I'm trying to do. I just let it be and focus on what I can control at that moment in time is just the shots that I hit and how committed I am to those shots.
And what did that most recent win mean for you? Like how fulfilling was that?
It was fulfilling in the aspect of the people who I have around me worked really hard, and I expect a lot of them, I ask a lot of them, and for them to go through this last year with me and stick by my side, that was the fulfilling moment, is winning that for them. I knew I was going to win another golf tournament, and I believe I'm going to win more than one golf tournament, but I knew my win was going to come, and I was playing well all year, and it was just a matter of time, but that win was really for my team. Yep.
Speaking of your team, I think about your caddy and the relationship you guys have down the stretch under pressure. What is it that you expect out of your caddy when you guys ever talk through shots that are important there on the back nine? What is your kind of expectation level?
I don't want him to do anything different than he's done the 3 previous rounds or the tournaments before or anything like that. I want him to be the exact same. I want him to talk. I don't want him to be quiet. I don't want him to talk any more than he normally talks. I just want him to be exactly the same that he would be on a Thursday morning on the front nine. And because obviously I'm dealing with a whole bunch of stuff, as he is as well, but the more he can be equal level, the better I'm going to be where I want to be, in the sense of just headspace, and sense of emotion, and sense of dealing with everything that's you have going on in the back nine.
Billy, always appreciate your time, man.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
See you soon, man.